So we walk over to the planter area. The planter is right here, and then the slide sticks up above it. Can you see the slide there? Lovely. This big shelf area is going to be the footing for the slide area, which we're going to have to build up. It had to be on original grade, which is going to be a lot different than a normal situation. So the top of the board is going to be the top of the pool wall. So we'll have another form going across where the slide's going. That hasn't been put up yet. The lower board there is actually the form for the footing for the slide. Okay, this big, huge lower area down here is for the slide footing, as well as the planter and the retaining wall. So it's down on original grade, so we don't have a problem with settling. We've got a bunch of plumbing lines stubbed up in the air. Those are for the cannon jets later on, as well as the one sticking way up. That'll be for the slide. So you can see how much lower the foundation for the spa is, for the slide is, than the pool itself. This was to create a stable situation to build on, because if we had built it at the level of the pool, that was going to be in fill dirt, and that wouldn't have been a stable situation. So it's going to require a lot more masonry work to make this function, but then there should be no problems at a later date. And basically it'll all be buried, no one will ever see it, but then no one will ever see the problems either. So in this area here, we've got the slide going. We've also run in drain lines for the planter that's in front of the slide and the planter that's behind the slide. So those will all drain into the bottom of the and then drain out respectively. Because the slide was going to be in fill dirt, the footing had to be poured down on original grade. So what we're going to do is block up for to get it to the bottom of the slide, and then we'll fill that all in with gravel, and then we'll build the planter up on top of that. So anyway, this is getting started with all the masonry work. Well, it's a little easier to imagine walking up. We've got the walls in place. We'll have steps going up where the hole is, and then we'll have walkway up above, and then the planter, and then the slide. So it's beginning to look a little bit more like the concept. Okay, now we're starting to look like slides going in. Got stonework going in over here on the sides. Stonework started down here on the bottom, so it's starting to look more like it. So all the way to the bottom of that block, see over there, that's all going to get filled in, but it all had to be sitting on a footing that was stable. So you got the steps going in there, got a raised planter up there, slide going up there. It's beginning to look more like something. Got walls going off to the side. So got the block all built up to the level of the deck, off the footing. Then we got the steps going up to the slide, planter, and we'll have a walkway in between here. Steps are all blocked in. Planter, raised wall. Okay, we've got decks set up. The walls are back filled. It's beginning to look a little bit more like something. Got the planters filled in around the slide, so that doesn't look as strange. So we got deck pours now. Got the stone wall up. Done some grading work. So the planter, you can see in front of the slide, It's going to help tone down the height of the slide. And then planter on the back supports the whole structure. On the top of the wall there, we've got candy jets. They've all been plumbed into place. So those will all be set into the coping here. This pool was in the original soil. The challenge was the slide. Okay, the slide was on the back side of the pool. The slide foundation's typically up at the elevation of the pool, and we were nowhere close to what original grade was where the slide was going. So we had to come up with a solution for that. So let's walk over there and take a look at a couple things. So here we're at original grade. Okay, you can tell by the elevation of this tree just to the side here that gives us original grade soil elevation. You can see the elevation of the slide, the bottom of it is substantially higher. The footing, even if it was 24 inches, would only probably come down to about here. So what I did is, this is the finished product, and you can see how all the pieces fit together. We had to have a walkway coming through here to go to the sports court, so we had to have retaining walls to support it, and then we wanted a retaining wall to tone down the height of the slide here, which is full foot, 6 foot above the top of this wall. So we had these terraces that created, and then what we did is we made the footing for this much lower, and then we built a block up all the way to the top of this planter and filled it, and then on top of that we built the slide. You'll see this in the video that's playing before me talking here and showing you the finished product. So fill dirt, you can't build in it. Fill dirt over time settles, it compacts, and then everything moves and cracks and falls apart. And when you're putting a massive structure like this slide on top of it, the staircase, you can't have settlement issues. So that's why we built the footing down low, blocked it up, and then built the slide on top of it. So this is Mike Farley. We're in Argyle, Texas, and we're looking at some creative ways to deal with hillsides and footings and walls. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.